Hello friends, Sheepdog here. Sorry I haven't been posting a lot lately, but work's got me running all over the place. You know, I'm not complaining, but I've been you saw my last video. I was in Long Beach, California, at LAX airport, and before that I was in Nevada. So yeah, I've been running pretty good, but I got a little bit of downtime in the last couple of days, and I thought I'd go out shopping and went over to Academy to see what they had. You know, so I decided to, they had a cart in the aisle, an aisle cart there, and they had some really nice knives in there. And I was checking them out, and this knife particular had several color handles. They had blue, red, purple, black, and orange. The orange caught my eye, and I was like, I like to go camping, and orange stands out. And if I drop the knife, I can easily find it. But I get home and notice, hey, I already have this knife. But it's a happy mistake. Happy mistake. If you remember last month, HT had a hashtag going. This was called April Lockup. Well, I don't have a whole lot of backlock knives, but I have a couple, and this is one of the ones I showed on my video, and it's a heck of a knife. See, got thumb studs, but yeah, it's just the Adventurer LB by SOG. And, you probably saw it if you watched the video, but I picked up the orange one. And you can see the black coating as opposed to the straight stainless steel looks kind of like a different knife. So I didn't really realize it until I got home, and it's like, wow, I already have that knife. But like I said, it's a really good knife. I enjoy carrying it. It's real slim, fits in the pocket really nicely. Got your thumb studs and jipping, reversible pocket clip, lanyard hole if you like that. Well, what's really nice is this being a backlock, there's no metal liners inside to add weight. If you look at that, it's that glass filled plastic, that a whole lot, some companies use. It's a plastic with carbon fiber in it, so it's super strong. It doesn't flex at all. So, but yeah, it's a very well made knife. There's no gapping or anything. But yeah, if you're in the market for it, get down to Academy and grab one of these. It's a wonderful knife. And easy to open. But yeah. So I happened to decide to grab two of them, and I grabbed the all black one. if you like that blacked out look, you know, that's a sharp looking knife. But there it is. There's the packaging. You know, your typical SOG packaging, and it has the particulars on the back. You know, 5CR15 MOV, 3-inch blade, 2-ounce weight, 7.5 ounce overall length. The black PVD coating. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna send this one down to Big Jim at Barlow Brigade. You know, Big Jim has been doing some charity auction. I think he's done 1 or 2 already, and I think he has, you know, plans to do like 4 or 5 more. You know, apparently there's a brother up in the Northeast, and his child has to get surgery, so Big Jim took it upon himself to do some auctions to raise money for that. And you know, I say, you know, check out Big Jim's page. He'll give you the particulars on that. You know, but yeah, all the proceeds go to that gentleman up north, and to help him get his child, you know, fixed up. Yep. So I'm gonna send this down to Big Jim so he can put it in the box. And you know, if you're in the market, you know, he'll have this up, I'm sure, pretty soon, and you know, you can bid on it. So, but yeah, Big Jim has a really soft heart for this kind of stuff, and you know, I want to help him out. You know, in turn help that gentleman up north. So yeah, check out Big Jim's page. You know, it's Barlow Brigade, and you know, help him out. You know, help him out. He's a, you know, like I said, he's got a really big heart for this kind of stuff. So yeah, just wanted to do a little quick video, show you what I grabbed, and I hope you can help Jim out. Until next time, you know, remember, you know, a dull knife is a dangerous knife. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, guys.